Judge Jeanine Pirro has never been one to hold back her opinions. A woman known for her fierce commentary, unapologetic stance on politics, and career spanning decades in law, media, and beyond. For years, Pirro has been a symbol of conservative values and strong opinions on justice, law, and order. But even the most fearless of personalities have moments of reflection. And at the age of 72, Pirro has finally revealed something we all suspected for years. Her fans have long admired her for her tenacity, but behind the tough exterior lies a woman who has experienced personal and professional challenges that have shaped her into who she is today. For decades, she kept certain aspects of her life under wraps, but now she's come forward with a confession that has left many saying, "I knew it." Today, we'll explore the extraordinary journey of Judge Jeanine Pirro, from her groundbreaking legal career to her television success, and the personal struggles she has faced along the way. Buckle up, because this is a story of resilience, strength, and ultimately vulnerability that has made Jeanine Pirro the woman she is today. Chapter 1. A small-town girl with big dreams. Jeanine Pirro's journey to becoming one of the most recognized figures in conservative media started in the small town of Elmira, New York. Born on June 2, 1951, Pirro's early life was far removed from the glamour and high-stakes drama she would later become famous for. Her parents, staunch Maronite Catholics, instilled in her the values of hard work, discipline, and resilience. Pirro's father worked as a mobile home salesman, while her mother was a department store model. These humble beginnings laid the foundation for Pirro's unrelenting drive and ambition. From an early age, it was clear that Pirro was destined for great things. She was determined, focused, and above all, fiercely ambitious. By the time she was 6 years old, Pirro had already made up her mind. She wanted to be a lawyer. It was an unusual ambition for a young girl growing up in the 1950s. But Pirro's determination would prove to be a key element in her future success. Pirro's academic career was just as impressive as her determination. She graduated from Notre Dame High School in Elmira in just 3 years, an achievement that set her apart from her peers and hinted at the fast-paced, driven lifestyle she would later adopt. After high school, Pirro went on to attend the University at Buffalo, where she graduated with a Bachelor of Arts degree. But her thirst for knowledge and her desire to make an impact didn't stop there. Pirro continued her education at Albany Law School, where she earned her Juris Doctor and began her journey into the world of law. While many young lawyers dream of making partner at a prestigious law firm or becoming a judge, Pirro has bigger ambitions. From the very beginning, she was determined to make a difference in the legal world. And make a difference she did. Chapter 2. Breaking Barriers in Law. Jeanine Pirro's entry into the legal world was nothing short of groundbreaking. In 1975, at the age of 24, she became an assistant district attorney in Westchester County, New York. Pirro's appointment to the position was significant, not just because of her age, but because she was one of the few women in a male-dominated field. From the moment she stepped into the district attorney's office, Pirro made it clear that she was there to shake things up. As an assistant district attorney, Pirro quickly gained a reputation for being tough on crime, particularly in cases involving domestic violence and crimes against children. She was relentless in her pursuit of justice for victims, and her fierce dedication to the law earned her the respect of her colleagues and the ire of those she prosecuted. But Pirro wasn't interested in making friends. She was interested in making a difference. In 1990, Pirro's hard work and dedication paid off when she became the first woman to serve as a judge in Westchester County. It was a historic moment for Pirro and for women in law. But Pirro wasn't content to rest on her laurels. She had her sights set on even bigger things. Just 3 years later, in 1993, Pirro made history once again when she was elected as the first female district attorney of Westchester County. During her time as DA, Pirro focused on prosecuting cases involving violent crimes, public corruption, and, of course, domestic violence. Her work in the legal field earned her national recognition, and she quickly became a rising star in the world of law and politics. However, while Pirro's professional life was flourishing, her personal life was beginning to unravel. It's like a wild and wacky roller coaster ride, full of complicated twists and turns that no one could have predicted. Chapter 3: A Tumultuous Personal Life. Pirro's marriage to Albert Pirro, a lawyer and businessman, was once seen as the perfect partnership. They married in 1975 and appeared to be a power couple, successful, ambitious, and seemingly unstoppable. But behind closed doors, their marriage was far from perfect. Rumors of infidelity plagued their relationship, and Jeanine's career took a toll on their personal life. But the biggest blow to their marriage came in 2000, when Albert Pirro was convicted of tax fraud. He had been found guilty of improperly deducting over $1 million in personal expenses as business expenses. The trial was a media spectacle, and Jeanine, who was still serving as the district attorney at the time, found herself in the uncomfortable position of standing by her husband while her own career was under intense scrutiny. Albert's conviction and subsequent prison sentence marked the beginning of the end of their marriage. Though they remained together for several more years, the damage had been done. The scandal took a toll on Jeanine's reputation, and her personal life became tabloid fodder. In 2007, after more than 30 years of marriage, Jeanine and Albert officially divorced. While the end of their marriage was undoubtedly painful, it also marked a turning point for Jeanine. No longer tied to the scandals of her husband, she was free to focus entirely on her career. And that's exactly what she did. What we can learn from Pirro's tumultuous personal life is that even in the face of adversity and challenges, it is possible to come out stronger. Jeanine's personal struggles may have been difficult, but they ultimately shaped her into the strong and resilient woman she is today. Chapter 4: A Media Sensation. Jeanine Pirro's transition from the courtroom to the television screen was, in many ways, a natural progression. She had spent years prosecuting high-profile cases and dealing with the media as a district attorney, so the move to television felt like a logical next step. In 2008, Pirro launched her own show on Fox News, Justice with Judge Jeanine. The show quickly became a hit with conservative audiences, thanks in large part to Pirro's fiery monologues, her unapologetic support of conservative values, and her willingness to tackle controversial topics head-on. Whether she was defending law enforcement, criticizing liberal policies, or taking on the establishment, Pirro never shied away from a fight. Her television persona was a perfect reflection of the woman she had always been: tough, fearless, and unrelenting. Pirro's fans loved her for it, and her critics couldn't get enough of her either. Love her or hate her, Jeanine Pirro was a force to be reckoned with. As her show's popularity grew, so did her influence in conservative media. During the Trump presidency, Pirro became one of the former president's most vocal supporters. Her unwavering loyalty to Trump earned her a dedicated following, but it also made her a lightning rod for controversy. In 2019, Pirro's show was briefly suspended after she made controversial remarks about a Muslim congresswoman. The backlash was swift, but Pirro was undeterred. She returned to the airwaves with the same fiery passion, doubling down on her positions and proving that she wasn't afraid to ruffle feathers. Chapter 5: The Confession. We all suspected for years, Jeanine Pirro has projected an image of toughness and invincibility. She has faced down legal battles, media scrutiny, personal scandals, and political attacks, all without ever showing a hint of vulnerability. But now, at the age of 72, Pirro has finally admitted what many of us suspected all along: that the tough exterior she's shown the world was, in part, a shield she used to protect herself. In recent interviews and reflections, Pirro has opened up about the emotional toll that her career has taken on her. She has confessed that, for much of her career, she felt the need to be invincible, both in the courtroom and in the public eye. Whether it was dealing with the collapse of her marriage, the public scrutiny following her husband's conviction, or the intense pressure that comes with being a high-profile media personality, Pirro often felt isolated and alone. This admission may not come as a surprise to those who have followed Pirro's career closely, but it's a rare moment of vulnerability from a woman who has spent decades portraying herself as unbreakable. For Jeanine Pirro, the confession is an acknowledgement that even the strongest among us have moments of doubt and struggle. Chapter 6. Reflections on Faith, Family, and Legacy. As Jeanine Pirro reflects on her life and career, she has become more open about the personal sacrifices she has made along the way. She has spoken candidly about her deep Catholic faith and how it has helped her navigate the many challenges she has faced, both personally and professionally. Pirro has also expressed regret about the impact her career has had on her family life. While she has always been a dedicated mother to her 2 children, she has admitted that her work often took precedence over her personal relationships. In recent years, Pirro has made a concerted effort to reconnect with her family and to focus on the things that matter most. Looking back on her career, Pirro is proud of the work she has done. She has broken barriers, made history, and left an indelible mark on both the legal and media worlds. But as she enters this new phase of her life, Pirro is more focused on her legacy, what she will leave behind for the next generation. Chapter 7. What's next for Judge Jeanine Pirro? At 72, Jeanine Pirro shows no signs of slowing down. Despite her admission that the pressures of public life have taken a toll on her, Pirro remains as outspoken and driven as ever. Her show on Fox News continues to be a mainstay for conservative audiences, and her influence in the political world remains strong. Pirro has hinted that she may have more to say about her personal journey in the future. She has expressed interest in writing a memoir that would delve deeper into her life, her career, and the lessons she has learned along the way. Such a book would undoubtedly be a bestseller, as fans and critics alike would be eager to hear Pirro's unfiltered thoughts on her life in the public eye. As for her political future, Pirro has not ruled out the possibility of returning to the legal or political arena. With her vast experience and loyal following, it's not hard to imagine Pirro taking on a new role in the conservative movement or even running for public office again. Whatever the future holds for Judge Jeanine Pirro, there is no doubt that she will continue to make headlines, stir controversy, and leave her mark on American society. So while her legacy may be evolving, one thing remains certain: Jeanine Pirro is not done making an impact just yet. She has proven time and again that she is a woman of grit, determination, and fearlessness, and we can't wait to see what she does next. A legacy of courage and conviction. As we conclude our journey through the life and career of Jeanine Pirro, it's clear that she has left an indelible mark on American society. From her early days as a groundbreaking prosecutor to her current role as one of the most influential figures in conservative media, Pirro has been a trailblazer who never backed down from a challenge. She has inspired countless women with her courage, determination, and unapologetic pursuit of justice. But perhaps her greatest legacy is the impact she has had on our political discourse. In an era where politicians often prioritize their own interests over those of their constituents, Pirro stands out as a refreshing voice of integrity and conviction. Love her or hate her, there's no denying that Jeanine Pirro has made her mark on our society and will be remembered as a fearless advocate for truth and justice. As we look to the future, we can only hope that more public figures will follow in her footsteps and use their platform to stand up for what they believe in, regardless of the consequences. And as for Judge Jeanine Pirro, we have no doubt that she will continue to be a force to be reckoned with, and her legacy will live on for generations to come. So what do you think about Jeanine Pirro and her confession, guys? Does it make you see her in a different light? Or do you still view her as the tough, no-nonsense figure she has always portrayed herself to be? Well, please don't keep your thoughts to yourself. Share them with us in the comments section below. Also, if you find this video interesting, don't forget to hit the like button and subscribe to our channel for more content like this. Until next time, stay strong and stay true to yourself.